So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a Google business profile. I'm going to walk you through every step of the process of getting your business listed on Google so that it will show up on Google Maps and throughout Google's platform. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this here. There's going to be a couple of really important notes here as we go through to make sure that you properly set up your profile, but this is totally free for you to do. Okay, so you can go and claim this and set this up in the next 15 minutes as you're watching this tutorial. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go over to Google Maps and see if your business already shows up, because there's a lot of times where your business, maybe you started it a few months ago or you've already been running it for a few years, it might already be listed on Google and you just have to claim that business. So I recommend you go over to Google Maps and just search for your business and see if it shows up. For example, here's one that has not been claimed. And if I owned Joe's Custom Lawn Care, then all you have to do is click on claim this business, and then you go through a verification process and you can claim it if it's already on there. Now, let's say that you don't see your business on here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to business.google.com. I will leave a link to it below in the description here if you want to follow along in this tutorial. So we're going to start off here by signing into a Google account. I recommend that you have a business email account associated with Google. I wouldn't use your personal email, so just go and make a separate one if you haven't done that already, and we can click on Start Now. All right, so now we're just going to enter our business name. So for this, I'm going to just say it's going to be Santrel Lawn Care, and I'm going to click on Continue. And now we have to choose our business type. So we have three options. You can choose multiple at the same time, so you can check 2 boxes or 3 boxes, but online retail, this is going to be where you might not have a physical location where people are coming in, but you're just selling products on your website. And so you don't necessarily need to have a brick and mortar place there. A local store, this is pretty intuitive, but maybe you have a barber shop or you have a pet store or a grocery store, you're going to check the local store box. And then a lot of people are going to have a service business. So if you're a plumber, an electrician, lawn care, these are going to be service type businesses. So for this, for Santrel Lawn Care, I'm going to click on service business, and then I'm going to go through the next step here. And now we're going to enter our business category. So for this, I'm going to go and type in lawn care and see if it already comes up, and it looks like it does. Sometimes if you have a very specific niche type of business, you're not going to see, super relevant business categories. That's okay. You can still type in and override to have the specific category that your business is in. But I'm going to click on lawn care service here, and then I'm going to go through to the next step. And this is going to ask you where your customers are located. And this is one of the first pitfalls that I've seen people make when they're setting up their business profile, is that they try to trick Google into thinking that, they can have like a 3-hour radius or a 4-hour radius for their business. You're going to want to be realistic with this. Where are you actually willing to do business? So for me, it might be State College, and you can put in multiple places, nearby towns, places that you actually do your business in. And this is going to help Google so that when people look it up, maybe I'm based in State College, but someone might be in Bellefonte or they might be in Tyrone, and I will still show up when they search for lawn care services, even though they are in a neighboring town. So we want Google to know which towns or cities our business covers. So let me just type in a few here, and feel free to add as many as you would like that are relevant. You can really niche down and go to all the specific towns to ensure that you show up in those search results when people are looking for a service or a business. And then we're going to click on Next. So now we're going to enter our contact details that are going to be shown to the customer. So let's go back here and I'll show you some of the examples, because this is going to be public information that we're entering in here. So this is going to be our phone number. This is going to be our website. This is going to be our email address if we're going to put that on there. So you want to make sure that you're willing to have people call your phone number. So maybe you have a separate business phone. You can use your personal phone. That's okay. But just keep that in mind that this is public facing and this is going to be public information for all this stuff here. So the phone number, let me just go ahead and enter that now. Now, I also think it's really important to add your website here, because a lot lot of people, when they are browsing on Google Maps or just throughout Google looking for a business, they almost always go and click on the website link. So if you don't have a website set up already, you can create one on Hostinger. I'll show you right here. But I really think it's important for everyone to have a site. And we got everyone a special deal here. So you can set up a website and it's only $1.99 per month to have this running. You can build out a site today in 15 or 20 minutes. I really recommend that you do that so that you can add your website link to your Google business profile. It's just going to help you with conversions and getting recognized by Google, and overall just going to get you more customers. So take some time to do that. I will leave a link to it down below in the description, as well as a special discount code to save you some money on this. So it might even be less than $1.99 per month. We also have a full tutorial showing you how to set up a website, but honestly, with these AI website builders with Hostinger, it's really easy. You just enter in some information about your business and they will set up the website for you. You don't need to know how to code or anything like that. It's super simple. So I do recommend setting that up. And so if you wanted to claim that deal, you go to santrelmedia.com/Hostinger. You can click on claim deal, and then you can get your website. So if we get the premium plan, it ends up coming out to $1.99 per month. We can enter the code Santrel10, and that ends up saving us some decent money there. And so for 4 years, we can have our website running for just $85. It is by far the best deal that I've seen for websites. So go ahead, check it out, build out your website. Feel free to watch that tutorial on how to set up the website. But I think everyone should have one. Okay, so once you've entered in all of this information here, we're just going to go and click on next. And now we're going to put our business on the map. So this is going to be your location for your business. So I'm going to enter a street address. You don't necessarily have to have a street address for your business if it's like an online business. Okay, so this is probably the most important part of the video, and that is verifying your mailing address and essentially just verifying that you actually own this business. I think there's been a lot of fraud in the past where people try to claim businesses that they don't actually own. So Google is going to do one of 3 things to verify that you actually are at this address, that you actually are located here. So go ahead and enter in your information. But the 3 ways that Google will basically verify if you own this business, it's either going to be by calling you, which is the simplest one. I would say it happens most often. The other option is that they might send you something in the mail, and this can take sometimes upwards of 1 to 2 weeks, where you will put in your address, they'll say we're sending you something in the mail, and then you have to wait and actually get a piece of paper from Google in the mail that you then has a code on it, and you have to put that code into the verification here, so that they can kind of assure that you actually are the one collecting the mail and that you own the business. The third way that Google might try to verify that you own this business is by doing a video. So we see this more often with brick and mortar stores. So if you own a hair salon, they might ask you for a video of proof that you actually own this salon and that you're not just some random person. So we've seen them ask for proof of that, where you'll have to upload a video of you unlocking the front door to the business or opening your company vehicle, or some of these other things that you can just show to Google that you actually are the owner of this business or the representative in charge of this business. So those are the 3 ways that they will ask you to verify. They usually don't do all 3. They just do one. For most people, it's just going to be over the phone, like just by doing a simple phone verification. For others, it's going to be the mail. And for a few people, we've seen that video request from Google. So let me go ahead and enter an address here for our lawn care company. Okay, so I've entered in our address, and then I'm going to click on next. You can also verify this later if you're out of the country or for whatever reason you just can't verify it, or you don't have a physical address. You can just click on verify later and do that sometime down the road. So here's our options that they're giving us to verify. A phone code is going to be the easiest one for us, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. I will click on next, and they're just going to send us a text message, and we will get a code that we then have to enter in to verify that our phone number works and that we own this business. All right, and so they say that it could take up to 5 days to verify this. we're going to click on next and fill out the rest of our business profile here, adding your services or the products that you have at your store. This is going to be very important. Don't skimp on this. Add as much as you can that's going to be relevant to your business. So, lawn care, grass seeding, maybe some landscape design, some mulching, and then we can also add custom services as well. So maybe we do snow removal, and maybe we do fall cleanup, and perhaps we do pond installation or sod installation, and maybe we want to do weed control, and maybe let's do pond installation as well. All right, so we've added our services. This is just going to help when people search up a specific thing. Like if someone searches up weed control, we will be able to show up not only on Google Maps, but also in Google search results for that area. So it's going to be really useful to fill this out as much as you can with as many details. Don't skimp on this, like I said. Okay, now we're going to click on next, and we're going to add our business hours. So, for me, like maybe we're kind of open 24/7. And so you could just toggle all of these to open basically every day. You would want to do open and closing hours if you have a physical business, or if you don't want phone calls at like 7 a.m., then feel free to put that in there. You can also skip any of these if you would like. So if you don't want to have business hours on there, you can just click on skip. So let me actually do that for this because it's a service business, and I'll take calls at any time of the day. And now we're going to add a business description. So this will also show up when people look you up on Google Maps or just on Google as a whole. So feel free to write a few sentences about your business. What do you specialize in? What do customers love about you? What services do you offer? How long have you been in business? What's your experience? All those questions that prospective customers might have, you want to answer those here in the business description. Now, I also would recommend answering a lot of that on your website, building out like an FAQ page and an About Us page. Really going to help to get new customers for any type of business by just building some sense of relatability and some sense of actually knowing the person before they come into your door and try to buy something, so that they know what they're getting themselves into. So let me fill out a business description here. Okay, so I just wrote some things there. You obviously would want to fill this out more. You can do 750 characters. I would recommend at least a few hundred characters for that business description. And then I'm going to click on next. So now we're going to be adding photos of our storefront. And then in the next page, we're going to be adding photos of our work. So if you have a storefront, this is going to be the header image that's going to show up on Google search results and the first picture that people will see on Google Maps when they look at your business. So this would preferably be a picture of the building that you do your work in, so that people can recognize it. Maybe they're driving and they're not sure and they want to look and they can see, yes, that's the right building. That's the easiest way to do that for your storefront photo. If you're a service business though, maybe just a picture of like your vehicle so that people can recognize it when it pulls up to their driveway. So I just added one photo there. Let me actually delete this one and just have one photo as our storefront there. And then I'm going to click on next here. And now we're going to add photos of our work. So whether you're a barber, maybe some pictures of some of your clients, or if you're in lawn care, some pictures of some jobs that you've done so that people know the quality of your work. And that's going to be very important. Definitely add as many as you can here. This is just going to help you to get more customers in general by having more images of your work. So let me add some here. So I would recommend adding at least half a dozen photos of your work. As people start to come into your business and review your business, they will also take pictures and add them to the reviews, and that will kind of help populate your business profile and show potential customers more photos of your work. So over time, people will add those, but you want to get them started with at least 5 or 6 photos from yourself. Okay, so let's move on here. And now we are set up. So we have to wait for our business to be verified. Google said it could take up to 5 days. So we can still go into our business profile here and just look around to learn more about how to navigate this. So let's go in here, and this is where we're going to be able to basically control our entire business on the Google side. So when people are writing reviews, you can read those reviews and then you can respond to those reviews. So we don't have any right now, and we're still waiting for the verification process, but this is going to be very important as well, is responding to people's reviews, whether they are good or bad, because people really do read them before they come into your business. You can also make posts. You can look at the performance, see how many people are looking at your business or calling your business from Google. And then we also have the options to do things like advertise on Google. So we do have a full tutorial showing you how to do Google ads as well if you want your business to show up in the sponsored results to get more customers as well. That could be something very valuable to you. You can also add all your products and services, and then you can even take bookings through Google. Now, I would do this through your own website. Like I said earlier, having a website is going to be very important. But if you use something like Hostinger and you set up your site on there, there is an option that you can actually have people book their appointments or schedules or even phone calls through your Hostinger website. It's pretty easy to set up. So that's just a great way to go about that. So anyway, that is the basics of Google Business. That's how you set it up. If you have any questions or any problems as you go through this, feel free to reach out to me and I'll try to help you out as much as I can for setting this up. But once again, it's free to do. Everyone should set it up. Just do it right now. Don't procrastinate. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see everybody sometime in the future.